Hi, I'm Ben, founder of Pirate Skills and the creator of the CaptAIn. The CaptAIn is your business AI chat companion that is perfectly tailored for founders and marketers like you and me. Because what we need from ChatGPT and Anthropic and Google Gemini are not the generic answers. We want them to be specifically for our business context. And then we want to combine that with the best models currently on the market. And this is what CaptAIn is doing for you. So why is context so important? Context is everything you wish the model would know about your business, like your description, your products, what audience you are serving, what goals you have, what challenges you have, how your team is set up, and maybe even what your current bottlenecks are so it can help you better. And you can feed all of this into the CaptAIn, and with every prompt you send to whichever model you choose, it's going to know everything about you. If, for example, you can see that I uploaded information about my products and services, about pirate skills, the stuff that LLM didn't know already. Yeah, what future visions we have, information about me, and so on. That really makes a big difference. You want to avoid all of those generic AI blob. Yeah, you want to get what is helpful for you. You want to write the content that is relevant for your audience. And you want to challenge your strategies based on your real situation. And the second part of CaptAIn is that you are now able to choose whichever model is currently the best. You might have set up all of your context already in a custom GPT, but oh, bummer. They only support GPT 4.0 at the moment, which is a comparatively stupid model to what they offer now if you use custom GPTs. If you are in Claude and you set up your project nice, but tomorrow, what actually happened, Google Gemini 2.5 came out and it just blasted everything else away except for v1.0 mini high. Then you are stuck with the context that you provided to Anthropic, but you can't move it as easily to Google. And you just don't do it. You wouldn't try as many models and see what really works for you. And I've chosen the smartest models here. I give every model an intelligence score based on a page called Artificial Analysis, who does a deep benchmark. And I also provide an easy to understand how expensive a model is to use. For example, we can see here my favorite model at the moment, v1.0 mini high, costing you 11 gold coins. When you subscribe to the CaptAIn, you get 3,000 coins every month, plus free refills on demand if you give me some feedback in the beta phase. But it's costing like the half of what the Gemini 2.5 Pro model costs on to the right. And it's even a bit smarter. And over time, you will learn that each model is good at some things, but not as good in other things. And you need to find out what you vibe with. For example, a model that I particularly like, that I vibe with, that isn't the smartest model, is Anthropic's Claude 3.7. I wouldn't have found that out if I needed a new subscription, another AI model subscription again. And I was just annoyed by that. So I built the CaptAIn that allows you to just pick the model from a switcher. Here, when you're chatting, you can just say, no, today I want to work with v4, tomorrow with that. You can even in the same conversation, you can use one model and start with that. For example, one also of my favorites, I of course only collected my favorite models in here that I think are also the most helpful one for you, is Perplexity. Perplexity Sonar Pro has the ability to search the web in real time. None of the other models have that. They all have a cutoff date and they lost knowledge. But if you need to get information about your current company or about a customer's company or a specific project that you're preparing, you can use Sonar, do your research, do a big Q&A, and after you got the context complete, you can just continue, for example, with Gemini 2.5. Yeah, and this is such a powerful combination that you can choose the smartest model, but always keep your full business context embedded with every single prompt. So what does this cost now? Currently, the pricing is €30 per month. You get 3,000 gold coins. That is our Pirate Skills currency. That is enough for 250,000 words input and output if you use for a mini model, and even 1.5 million if you use our fastest model, Gemini 2.5 Flash. During the beta, we have some specialties for us. I will do a dedicated onboarding session with you personally. And if you need more coins, if you provide me with some feedback and what I could do better, I will give you a free refill on your 3,000 coins. All right, I would say that's enough. Let's look into the CaptAIn. This is what the CaptAIn looks like. Let's zoom in just a little bit. Now, this looks like your normal Chat GPT, and it should be pretty familiar. But what Chat GPT can only do with a lot of massaging is really taking that context that I talked about, that you can manage here in the context manager, where there is information about you. Yeah, in this case, about me, my background, my history, what I'm good at, what I have challenges with. Everything that I want the model to know about me is in here. Yeah, and about other points around my business. In theory, you could use this as your fitness manager. You could use this as whatever. But I'm a founder and a marketer, so I'm positioning this for those people in the majority. But you could easily set this up for whichever context that you want. So what does it do now? You can now ask, what products do we offer? Yeah, normally ChatGPT wouldn't know that. But now with the context, it knows, we got the free roundtable, we got a growth kickstart kit. Okay, then I can say something like, so I choose another model, yeah, that I love the writing, Claude 3.7, write a LinkedIn post promoting our upcoming roundtable. Yeah, on let's just take a fictional date. Yeah, January 10th. That really hits our tone of voice and philosophy. All right. Now, the 3.5 Sonnet model drafts this post, takes all of the context that we have, speaks in my tone of voice because I fed that in the context, knows what the roundtable is about, knows that I don't like guru speak, yeah, for example, and has a much higher chance to write something that is already 90% there. Yeah, I do not recommend that we just take every answer from the models. On the contrary, I consciously build the CaptAIn to be a companion that can challenge you, that knows your business context, and that is opinionated and not just says yes and thank you to everything that you suggest, but really challenges you to grow beyond yourself. I've used this process now so many times for myself that I'm constantly surprised by how many things I forgot, yeah, about the nuances I wanted to communicate to my audiences. But the context doesn't forget that. And I can just update the context if I believe I want to add another product or I want to address another market. I can just do that. And even if I don't want to use the context, I can just deactivate it like that. And it's not fed into the model context anymore in case you want to have a more neutral conversation with the chat. You can always see how many coins you have left Yeah, there are the monthly coins where you get 3,000 monthly coins. You get 500 bonus coins in the beginning here during the beta phase. And of course, it will use first of all the monthly coins. And you can see here which interaction costs how many coins. So you get a bit of a feeling what takes a lot of gold coins, which models are cheap and which are not. Just on that, I just want to point some things out. Like the go-to fast, quick model is Gemini 2.5 Flash at the moment. It's just 2 coins for 1,000 words. It's 5 times cheaper, than O4 Mini High. And you of course, if you do challenging business stuff, you want to use those 2 models probably the most, O4 Mini High and Gemini 2.5 Pro. If you do research, it's not about intelligence, it's about the ability to do live web research. And just to show you how stupid and overpriced 4.0 is, not to be confused with 0.4, great naming there, OpenAI, which you're forced into if you're using a custom GPT. It's only 40 on the scale as compared to 70, and it costs twice as much, more than twice as much than the smartest model that is even a reasoning model, much better positioned to solve more complex business and marketing problems. All right, I hope that gives you an idea of what the CaptAIn can do for you. But this field moves fast. I'm going to be working on the CaptAIn every single week, providing new features, and you can help me to form CaptAIn to what you need. If you click on feedback here, you'll be sent to our feature base where you can suggest features, you can upvote features that other people have suggested, and you can see what I am currently working on, and what I've already fixed and what is in the pipeline. So please take advantage of that as well. So if that sounds cool to you, to get started, if you go to the CaptAIn page, scroll down. Again, this might look a little bit different in a few weeks. You can request access to this. You just fill out this form, tell me, hey, I want to have beta access to the CaptAIn. If you also want more information about the Pirate Skills workshops and events, just click that. And if you want a link to schedule an onboarding call or just have a chat with me, then click that one as well. And you just provide your name and email address. You send it off. And I will send you within 2 minutes a link with a Stripe checkout, where you can do your own subscription and can cancel it at any time you want. Pay €30 a month, and I'll get you started as soon as possible. You'll be able to log into the CaptAIn straight away. All right. I hope that interests you. I'm looking forward to see how you are using context and AI to boost your own business. And if you need anything, I'll be here for you to support you along the way. Thank you very much. See you the next time. Bye-bye.